For me, collaboration just makes sense. There's no reason why we shouldn't be working together, not just to be able to pool resources to solve a problem, but also our growers are really time poor. There's a lot of people vying to get their attention, to get their time, and so whenever we can collaborate and have some efficiencies in the delivery of that, that's going to add value to growers because we're not taking up more of their time.
They can work with other groups with similar issues to find the solutions that they're looking for, and that obviously benefits not just the product groups to find the solution, but the growers that will be able to use those solutions to grow better crops in a more agroecological way.
You know, we're all at risk of losing our tried and true options due to resistance or registration or residues. So this is an industry-wide issue that we all need to work together on.
I think that the collaboration has evolved over the life of the program as people have understood what ALT is and what it's trying to achieve and its goals and aims and objectives.
The participants are now more willing to put their problems alongside others and work together to find a solution rather than trying to do it on their own.
So this morning we were really lucky. We had growers and industry that came out into the field, and we were getting hands-on, having a real good look for pests and diseases and beneficial species, and we backed that up with some classroom theory and then had another look out in the barley. So collaboration to us means, at a research level, sharing information between the different product groups, and then having those really strong grower-to-grower networks and utilising industry to help spread that message. It makes it a lot easier if we're all in it together. Vegetables NZ might be doing things that we don't quite know about, and having collaboration allows us to understand those a little bit more and share that knowledge and pass it around, because really that's where the power comes from.
So if we're all collectively working to overcome a challenge, we're going to get there together faster. So us working together with FAR, that's how our growers are going to get new information, better information sooner.
The UVC project for Summerfruit New Zealand, we've just stepped into one season of trial work, so we're going to be looking closely at the results and making some decisions around what we can do next, and we'll be working closely with the grower that hosted the UVC trial on his cherry orchard down in central Otago, and looking to understand how well it performed for them.
In terms of collaboration with Summerfruit to date, the two projects are different in terms of what we're investigating, but we're using the same technology. For us, it's been a real learning curve, using the technology, seeing where and how that technology responds to the pathogens that we're trying to control, and then obviously looking to move forward to what other scope we could use that equipment for. We're seeing a lot more of that technology become more relevant because of what we're trying to achieve in terms of lowering our rates of fungicides in our sectors for everybody, and using the technology and being able to adapt it for what we need and for what others need. There will be adaptation and then hopefully adoption on a wider scale. So
just sharing the data and how well or not well the UVC pilot trial for us has worked, and we'd like to share the results more widely with the sector, with the horticulture sector, so that they can take our learnings and maybe run with other trials and other crops.
So today we have a workshop on crop protection gaps with all our product groups to discuss where are the gaps, where are the needs and the priorities in terms of crop protection. It's a great opportunity for everyone from the different industry groups to get together, to share feedback on the recent trial work that's happened in the last year or so on crop protection gaps, to address the gaps. But it's especially an opportunity to discuss about the plan and the action plan going forward. This exercise definitely highlights the needs for collaboration between the crop sectors, which means eventually we will develop some projects that will benefit to one, two or more crop sectors, because they can learn and benefit from the data that will have been produced within a crop or within a specific trial.
The kiwi fruit passion vine hopper project is very kiwi fruit specific because it's a specific problem for their crop. But I think the learnings that we can take away from that project are how they've approached that problem and how they've delivered multiple different types of solutions to their growers. So that's a really good insight to have from Zespri. While we all grow different crops, we have fruit and vegetables, there are a lot of common pests. So we're all looking for very similar solutions but on different crops. The whole opportunity with Lighter Touch is the common ground with all the stakeholders, and so being able to share ideas and learnings is really a core part for me of the Lighter Touch program. The more you talk to people and you get to know people and you get to understand where their issues and problems are, you can work collaboratively to try and find those solutions.
It gives us that common goal. Moving to a more integrated approach to pest management, utilising more biological options or beneficial insects. It's a big task. It needs a lot of work, it needs a lot of support, it needs a lot of resources, and ALT gives us that, both through collaboration through the product groups, but also the team within a Lighter Touch, whether it be the technical leads, the ISAG group, the communication.
Because the growers can see the benefit of working together to find a solution, and it's not coming out of all of their own levy pay. They're sharing the cost and the investment in finding those solutions.
We might be able to learn from what they've done and any of the trials that they've been utilising, and then bringing that into our sector as well. So we do see that having ALT there benefits our growers as well.
I think ALT's prompted a lot of collaboration not so much at the grower level, but certainly at the sort of technical level. And I think the challenge for the different stakeholder product groups that are involved is actually to start seeing that collaboration move out towards the grower level a lot more. And I guess that's what we're focused on in the final years of the program.